This is Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi. Information, education, reformation, and transformation. Get ready. Renew your mind. Reset your mindset with insights, ideas, and strategies for everyday performance and success in your career and your business. Yes, it's possible. Yes, you can do it. Of course, you can achieve it. It's all in your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves and please receive Muyiwa Afolabi, your practical career success coach. Enjoy.
So, what did you do when you got your first bike?
I rode it to all my friends' houses in one day.
When you got your first sunglasses?
Whoa, I was so excited I wore it even at night.
And your first wristwatch?
Awesome! I swam with it and wore it to sleep every night for 7 good days.
And now that you're in secondary school, what will you do when you get your first smartphone?
Yay! The whole world will hear me scream.
Surprise your child with an MTN smartphone for as low as 13,000 naira with a 3-month data bonus offer. Available at all designated MTN stores nationwide.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all. Hope you're doing great this morning. Welcome to Frankly Speaking, your favorite business, career, and mindset talk show on radio. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. It's a pleasure to share time with you again this morning. Today, I want to emphasize something that's got to do with you, your destiny, and your purpose in this world. So this one I have titled, Whilst You're Here. Whilst You're Here. I found it a bit surprising though, but I learned a good lesson from the experience and the interaction. There's this man I used to know who was a very hard worker. He labored very hard every day at his job to ensure his income was regular and there wouldn't be any reason why he'll be sacked or retired prematurely. He was a driver employed by a bank. He was in his late 50s and he would wake up as early as 4 a.m. and head to his boss's house to go clean up the car and get it ready for the boss for them to arrive at the office in good time. He did this daily except on weekends when he was allowed to resume at 8 a.m. He didn't really have a closing time. He was only to go home after he's gotten his boss back home safely. Then he would head on to his own home no matter how late. Sometimes he would arrive his home as late as 11 p.m. or even at 12 midnight. When his wife and close friends began to question and complain and nag about why he worked so hard and was hardly available, he would always tell them it's essentially about his children. He had 4 kids, all girls, all teenagers, and he was determined to do all he could for them so that they wouldn't end up wayward, derailed, or distracted. He worked very hard to provide most of their needs, especially their education needs. He was determined to raise them well and give them the best so that they will end up married to great educated guys as well, and the streak of poverty in his lineage will end with him and not be passed on to his lovely daughters, he would say. His daughters really loved him dearly, appreciated him so much, and one would assume these girls could do nothing without their father. We all assumed they were too attached to their father in a way that could be in fact counterproductive. We all felt they needed to be able to handle some things by themselves without always calling daddy. These girls practically lived off their father's effort and labor, and they showed him much love and respect in return. Early this year, the man unfortunately suffered a common ailment called malaria. He mentioned it but wanted to wait till the weekend before going to the hospital. He didn't want the hospital visit to affect his work. Sadly, by Thursday night, he died in his sleep. He died of acute malaria. His death was so painful, especially to members of his immediate family. His daughters cried uncontrollably. His wife was devastated and relatives mourned the good, dedicated, and loving father intensely. Anyways, he was subsequently buried and everyone returned home. A couple of weeks ago, I had a speaking engagement in one of the biggest hotels in Lagos. And as I made my way to enter the hotel lobby, I met the man's second daughter coming out of the hotel in the company of a smooth young man. She saw me, greeted me well, and introduced the young man to me as her fiancé, with so much excitement and a lot of happiness. She was obviously in love, and she said to me in Yoruba to help her thank this young man who's been kind to her and shouldered most of her responsibilities since the demise of her father a few months earlier. I was taken aback. Fiancé. Now, the girl is just 17 years old in 200 level. Well, I thanked the boy who was perhaps like 35 years old or so. It's my own. I just went my way. As I walked on, I remembered her father, who just died like 4 months earlier because of his girls, and in just 4 months, his second daughter has already moved on, found happiness and plenty enjoyment and love with another man who pays these bills the father died for. This life,
We had sleepless nights for weeks before his first tooth appeared. Then it finally came, and he never stopped smiling the whole day. When he took his first step, he went straight to the kitchen. And on his first day in school, I couldn't hold back the tears of joy. Now that he has come of age, I can't wait to see what his reaction will be when I give him his first MTN smartphone tomorrow.
This season, surprise your child with an MTN smartphone for as low as 13,000 naira with a 3-month data bonus offer available at all designated MTN stores nationwide.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
My dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I am a strong advocate of proper parenting, mentoring, discipline and care for the family, and without taking away anything from what the man did for his daughters while alive. Perhaps I should admonish us this morning to review our life priorities and the reason why we are in this world. Look, your kids are not your purpose in life. They are a part of what God has blessed you with. If you end your life and your destiny and terminate your personal purpose so as to serve and worship your kids all life long, I'm afraid you've perhaps failed in life, and you failed your destiny and even your maker as well. Too many people today are working hard every day primarily because of the children. You have relinquished your right to your own life goals, your purpose and your destiny, and you have terminated what you're here to do in this world in order to serve your children. Many of us have remained buried in paid employment much longer than necessary for the sakes of the children and the kind of lifestyle we want for them, to the end that all the great dreams, aspirations, and talent we have within us have eventually died in us while we're still living, simply because of these children. If you think it is your hard work, your effort, your sacrifice and labor that has kept your children standing and will deliver for them a great future, you've got another thing coming. It is impossible to raise your children well all by yourself if God does not raise them for you. No matter what you say, no matter what you teach, what you tell and deliver as examples, the power of choice forever remains their prerogative, and there are alternative options and counsel they're exposed to daily on every topic and issue you discuss with them. They have friends, of course, everywhere, and they have TV, they have social media, and it will shock you what they know and can do better than even you. My dear friends, do what is required for your children, but trust God more to raise your children and stop making them your idol. Find your own life, recover it, and start living your own life of dreams, of purpose, and great destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, we all wake up daily as humans and we are running. We run from daybreak to sunset. However, as we keep carrying on with this rat race, the question is, what exactly is your motive, your reason and purpose for running? Are you chasing something or running away from something? Too many are running away from stuff. That's why they really don't achieve or own or accomplish much in life, as they're not chasing anything. They're only running away from a lot of stuff. Many are running away from poverty. They are not chasing wealth. The results will be different eventually. Many are running out of fear. They are not in pursuit of dreams. The results will show eventually. Many are running to retain employment. They are not running to build the place of their employment. The result will show and reveal true motive eventually. Many are running in life to provide and raise their kids. They are not chasing or running after any accomplishment, glory, or success for themselves. They conclude well brought up and successful kids is their life's goal. This is so wrong. Please listen to me. There's more to your life than raising great kids. It is very important and essential to raise your kids well, but the assignment is too short for you to devote all your life to it. Once your children turn 17 or 18 at most and they leave for school campus, your job is 80% done. They're hardly at home subsequently, and when they come around, it's but for very short periods. So dear friend, what will be your activities and commitment for the rest of your life? If you hit your empty nest in your mid-50s and your children are grown and gone, what will you do for the next 25 to 35 years of your life? Dear friend, don't live for your kids alone. Don't worship your children. Live your life as well. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Frontiers Mindset Revolution Network is glad to invite you to her maiden conference this Saturday, June 2, 2018. It's just this Saturday. Now, this conference is a great opportunity for us to discuss the youth especially, and to dialogue and ask questions and be guided appropriately in matters of raising the youth in our society. The theme this Saturday is the Nigerian youth and the leadership deficit. The Nigerian youth and the leadership deficit. And all participants will have the opportunity to interact and ask questions from great mentors and public figures, including Senator Mamora Olorunbe, Professor Pat Utomi, Mr. and Mrs. Sonny and Betty Irabo, and other reputable Nigerians doing great stuff in Nigeria and overseas in business, in the corporate world, and even politics. You'll be inspired, I tell you. This conference will blow your mind. Guess what? Participation is free of charge, but you must call in to register for this conference for you to be allowed in. Venue is the Radisson Blue Anchorage Hotel, 1A, Ozumbambadiwe Avenue, Victoria Island in Lagos. Time of conference opening is 10 a.m. prompt. So to attend this conference on Saturday, please call 0706 349 6599 for registration purposes. Remember, attendance is free of charge, but you must call in to register in order to be allowed in. So join us. Let's talk leadership. Let's talk about the youth. Let's talk about ourselves this Saturday and find direction, answers, and way forward. The Nigerian youth and the leadership deficit. It will be a warm, interactive session with great minds, I promise you. Don't miss out. Call the number today. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe you've been inspired by this show today. For this episode and other episodes of this talk show, simply visit my blog through my website. It's www.muyiwaafolabi.com. Till I come your way again, same time, same station tomorrow for another inspiring episode of this talk show. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. Please enjoy your day.
To all our beloved MTN subscribers, this is to inform you of the introduction of our new 17-digit recharge PIN. So when you buy credit, whether it's 16 or 17 digits on your recharge card, it's still the same value from MTN. Keep recharging and enjoying our services. Thank you.
Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi, a production of Frontiers International Services Limited, is proudly brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go.